What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're doing well. You're looking good. I see you. I know you don't think I see you, but I see you. Let's go ahead and listen to some more of My Life in the Bush of Ghosts. Brian Eno, David Byrne, released 1981. We're going to move on to the track that was actually removed off of the album, Qu'ran. Removed due to, I guess, some controversy at the time. So we had listened to the replacement track on the album, but now we're going to listen to this one here because I'd like to listen to it. You may have noticed I gave it a long time between the last time we listened to the album and now. It didn't seem like a ton of people were interested. Sometimes I look at the views because sometimes the views do matter. It tells me, like, you know, are people interested in this? Are they not interested in it? Because sometimes I like something, but maybe, you know, most people don't like it. So that kind of tells me, should I listen to this? I'm like, oh, should I just go back and listen to it? But I would like to listen to it here. I had to find it on YouTube. It wasn't available on Spotify, so we'll listen to it here. I've already preloaded it, so the ad is out the way. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Eno and Byrne, Qu'ran. To me, that is a cool track. I think that that is such a cool track. I think that this is a really cool album. I love that deep plodding beats, and I know plodding is typically used as a negative, but I mean like it just boom, just nicely stomps the ground. I would imagine that that's probably Eno messing around on guitar or maybe a synth of some sort. I want to say emulating. I might get the instrument name wrong. I think it's called a Sarangi. I think that's the instrument I'm thinking of, a Sarangi? Is that how you even say it? I think so. The Sarangi is a bowed string instrument with a skin-covered resonator. I'm pretty sure that's the instrument I'm thinking of, and I think that that's what they're kind of trying to emulate there as well, but I would imagine that's probably guitar through some sort of filters and pedals and magical stuff I don't know about. But how beautifully played is that amongst the, like I said, the very bassy drum there. And then the inclusion of the chanting, I think, is absolutely magical. I'm not getting into religion and stuff like that, but when it comes to Islam, I absolutely love the sounds of like the call to prayer and the singing. It is so beautiful to me. I love it. I absolutely love it. So to hear parts of at least some sort of recital or chanting, I'm not sure what's being said. That would actually be interesting to find out as well, which sections they've used. I think that it sounds absolutely magical, like very spiritual, very deep. And I just love that place. I like that place that it takes me to, in talking about the music. Otherwise, I don't think there's a huge amount going on. There's a little bit of a shift. Oops, I moved the wrong thing on my phone. YouTube is really hard to use when it comes to this. There's a little bit of a shift a little over halfway through. Let me see if I can catch that moment there. It's a little after It's a little after that, but it's like a big dramatic sweep kind of comes out of there, which just nicely kind of changes the mood, but not changing the direction of the mood, is the best way I can phrase that. So I like how there's small inclusions, which we've heard throughout the rest of the tracks on the album so far, the little extra percussion in there as well. I think they just do a great job of establishing a particular place and a particular feeling, and keeping you in that place and feeling for just a few minutes before spinning you off and taking off into a completely new direction. I think that that's just a really cool facet of this album, besides the whole sound and sampling and use of sound in the studio and everything else that's going on in here in the recording. So about this particular track, just to read the information off of Wikipedia, soon after the album was released, the Islamic Council of Great Britain objected to the use of samples of the Quranic recital in the track, considering it blasphemy. Byrne and Eno removed the track from later pressings. In 2006, Byrne said, "We thought, okay, in defense to somebody's religion, we'll take it off. You could probably argue for and against monkeying with something like that, but I think we were certainly feeling very cautious about this whole thing. We made a big effort to try and clear all the voices and make sure everybody was okay with everything." So I think in that sense, we reacted maybe with a bit more caution than we had to. So I think that that's respectful. And like he said, you could probably argue for and this and that. In the end, at the end of the day, it's going to be up to them and what they feel comfortable with doing. Like I said, you can argue both ways for it. But I do think that it's good that they tried to make an effort to actually clear everything that they were sampling and to make sure that everyone that they were sampling from was okay with it. So I think that's something in itself as well. Otherwise, cool track. Let me know what you guys thought of it, though. You can let me know those thoughts in the comments down below. You can follow... Sorry, there's a big old duck that just walked across. You can follow me on Twitter. You can support the channel on Patreon. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. That is a big duck. I'll see you later. Bye.